What's up guys, Christina Dawidowicz here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have an unboxing for you and it's a product similar to what I've had in the past. It is this electric spin scrubber brush. Electric spin scrubber. This comes from Amazon and I actually had one super similar. It has a very similar look, and while it was okay and it did work, it wasn't waterproof. So it wasn't my favorite tool to use, but I did like the idea of an electric spin scrubber. So now I was sent this new one, fully waterproof, and I think it's a different color too. So we've got our instruction booklets and then the spin scrubber itself, and so far it looks like it has a lot more options than the original brush I had. Okay, looks like you have this piece that can be velcroed to, or I guess what you would say, this can be velcroed to that. You've got 15 different parts included with this spin brush. So this is the sticker pad. You've got 2 sponge brushes, you've got 2 scouring pads, and then you have 3 different brushes, all of which came with the original brush I had. You've got the little charging cable, which I'm going to need to charge this up. I'll save this. I like to save the little twisty ties. Use that to, wrap up my curling irons, the cord to my curling irons. Here is this part. Here is this. This part extends, so that's nice. So let's see. Oh, and then here is the charging port. It doesn't come with an actual cube type thing to actually plug it in anywhere, so I'll have to use one I already have. So let's just connect this. So very easy to put together. If you want to disconnect it for storage, just press this button. Super easy. Power button's right here. Looks like there are 2 speeds. And I like that this comes with a little hook so that you can hang it for storage. I think that is super convenient. I don't think that was included in the other one that I had. So I'm going to just give this some time to charge. But let's try out all of these attachments, make sure they fit well. It does. To remove it, do I just pull it out? Yep. Same for this. This. Include this attachment. So if I wanted to use a sponge or set, that's nice. Switch it out. For this one right here, I already like this a lot more than the first version that I had. So I think to start, I might start with this to get into the corners. And then from there, I will switch to probably this sponge, because this is what I would normally use if I was cleaning my bathtub. I'm sure you can find replacements for these, so I will check back as I let this charge, and then we'll test it out and see how it goes. Okay, so I've officially tested the electric spin scrubber. I only stuck to 2 attachments because that was really all I needed in my bathtub right now. And I just felt like the 2 that I used would tell me everything that I need to know about this new version of the spin scrubber. So the 2 that I used are the scouring pad and the pointed brush. One problem I had that was similar to the old model is that the brush attachments kept falling off. I wasn't even pressing that hard and it would just like pop off. So that wasn't great, but I did notice that it felt a little bit stronger compared to the last model. It was actually getting gunk out of those like tight spaces in my bathtub. Using the scouring pad attachment, I felt like everything was on pretty tight. It felt pretty strong and durable, and was actually doing a good job of getting everything off, like the soap scum. I do like that it has double speeds. Honestly, I can't remember if the old model had that or not, but this one just felt overall stronger. And I felt like it was actually doing more work than the last model. I think it's a huge plus that this electric spin brush is actually waterproof, and that's the main reason why I said yes to giving this another go around. Well, this model a go around. One thing I like is the extender for the handle, but you obviously don't need to use that. So I kind of just did it on and off with whatever I needed, but I realized, or I noticed, that the longer I had the extender, the harder it was to control and actually get a good grip. Now, one thing similar from the last model is that if you press too hard, the brush is going to stop working. So I had to make sure I was pretty light with it and just kind of guiding the brush. It can be a little crazy, hard to control if you're just using one hand, but if you just kind of take your time with it, it is easy to use. But I felt less in control of it the further I was when I was using the extender at its highest level. Overall, I think this does a good job of getting soap scum off the bathtub, and I just used the bathtub as an example because that's where I see myself using this spin brush the most, because I hate cleaning the bathtub, so I want all the help I can get with it. But I feel like the trade-off is that because you have to be gentle with it while you're using it, it can take a little bit more time compared to if you're just using your hands and a sponge yourself. But then also that trade-off is that you're going to be a little more exhausted by that because you're using all your own strength. You kind of have to pick and choose on what do you want. Do you want to take more time getting a good deep clean, or do you want to take less time and be tired at the very end of it? Overall, I definitely think this is something worth checking out if you've been interested in trying out an electric spin brush. Of course, I always recommend getting the one that is waterproof. Of course, this isn't just made to clean your bathroom. You can use it anywhere when that needs a good deep clean. Use any products that you want, and yeah, I just overall think it's a pretty handy tool. I'll leave it linked on Amazon down below, as well as my storefront, so that you can check out any other products that I recommend. Thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!